guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Clash with Tower, part of the Blueprint base building media team, and today we're going to be jumping in to check out some of Cynthy's awesome scaly donut attacks. Now we know Cynthy, he is one of the best attackers in the world, and we are really lucky over here at Blueprint to have him as part of our team. Now there are links in the description to both our website and our Discord server, so if learning to do something like this it interests you, make sure you guys grab yourselves a pro session with Cynthy, the master of scaly donut. So you can see him coming in right here, kicking off this video with a sensational scaly bat donut. He takes down the clan castle, he takes down 2 inferno towers, and he gets that town hall activation for his flame flinger to come on through and snipe off. This was of course in the recent Clash Masters Gold Edition, where there was that golden ticket up for grabs, which MS Esports did end up taking home. So big GG's to those guys over there at MS Esports. But you can see Cynthy, he is pretty good at scaly donut, or bat donut as he kind of used here, but he always manages to clean up the remainder of his attacks so incredibly well. He is really adept with both hog riders, Lalo, and many other different strategies. So like I said at the start, if you guys want to learn how to do incredibly strategic attacks just like Cynthy, well, he is the man for you. Go ahead and grab yourselves a pro session with him. But you can see Hog Rider is going to be the choice of troops here coming through towards the back end. Making sure we use those heal spells gets a little bit of a nasty split here on his Hog Riders, but he has plenty of spells to help secure the back end of this base. Of course, he has no clan castle troops to worry about, so his heroes end up getting a huge amount of value with that Sui. Flame Flinger eventually does end up securing that town hall. We have a couple of Yetis, hopefully should be able to help come out of the back end and clean up some of the base, but this absolutely crushed here from Cynthy. He has plenty of troops left up on the map. You can see just swagging that queen ability down there at the south section of the base. All 4 of his heroes still on full HP, and that is an absolutely dominant triple to kick off this video from Cynthy. So moving through into the next attack, of course, is going to be more scaly donut. We're not going to see any bat spells coming through on this one, but what you guys always want to make sure when you're doing a scaly donut, more often than not, you are going to be targeting that town hall. Not always do you need to use a rage spell, but it is recommended more often than not. But you can see we've got one or two skeleton spells coming down here. We're going to be able to clear out the clan castle in the core, as well as that single target inferno. So Cynthy, usually what we find him doing is always looking what he can get with his scaly donut. Whether that's the clan castle, a scatter shot, the clan castle, and eagle artillery, it's always going to be the clan castle plus another key defense. So if you guys have watched any of our skeleton builds before, or you know about skeleton base building, you know there are a few key defenses that are primarily put down in a base. Now, scatter shots, eagle artilleries, expos, and multi-target or any inferno towers are one of those key defenses. So if you guys are able to pick up any of those with your scaly donut, always worth trying to do alongside that clan castle. Cynthy is a master. He has been doing it for a long time. You guys can see right here, he doesn't just clear the whole base with a scaly donut. He always has the rest of the attack to do, and he's doing it so incredibly well. We have that heal spell pushing through from that top section of the base, dropping them back to back. He knows he's going to take a considerable amount of damage from the bomb tower bomb, as well as the scatter shot through onto the multi-target inferno as well. But he drops down his royal champion ability. Once again, we are actually seeing that queen pretty much swagged over there on that left hand side of the base. She doesn't end up doing that much, but we do still have her ability to help us get through the last few defenses. Once again, the flame flinger was the siege of choice. It ends up picking up a really nice little bit of value, and look at the time he had left in this attack, about 57 seconds or so. So not only is he incredibly strong with it, he is incredibly fast with it, and we are seeing a lot more Tide Wars where it does come down to making sure you get the fastest triples, because it can go to average attack duration. So definitely something to always keep in the back of your mind, that sometimes a quick attack can be the correct decision. But Cynthy, once again, coming in with a scaly donut. However, this time we're going to see him coming in with a Flame Flinger to kick off proceedings, which is really interesting. He actually uses a few troops to tank that Flame Flinger from the multi-mortar there at the initial entry into the base, and now he can go ahead and use that Skelly Donut once he knows that this is set up. He does have that Earthquake spell he can use to activate the Town Hall. He can also use it to get a little bit more damage on potentially whatever he is going to be using that Skelly Donut on. My guess here would be that single target Inferno, as well as the clan castle just towards the back end of that town hall compartment. We've got a pretty interesting base coming on through here, and there it is, right on cue. We get that Earthquake spell down. We then get these skeletons coming in, as well as the invisibility spell. Slightly off with that first invisibility, but it looks like he's trying to grab the Expo and the clan castle rather than the single target Inferno. Sadly, he's not going to quite be able to get that single, but he does pick up a nice little chunk of value and does a few hit points onto that single as those skeletons just start to fade away. Town Hall is about to go down, and there it is, Flame Flinger doing its job. We've got the heroes now going to be coming in from that bottom left hand side, and you'll notice we have the king and queen both going in together, so it's a pretty heavy sui from that south section of the base. Now, coming in with those Hog Riders, he usually likes to keep it pretty much the same for all of the initial entries into the base, where he goes ahead, he drops down his Royal Champion alongside his Grand Warden and all of his Hog Riders and a large group of Headhunters. Of course, enemy heroes can be disastrous to any Hog Rider attack, so he uses that Eternal Tome ability to secure as much of the base as quickly as he possibly can. Always nice and early on. Now, you'll see that single target Inferno sadly is still up over there towards that left hand side, but we've actually got some backup Hog Riders coming out of that Flame Flinger. They can push through, help tank this single target Inferno on the back end as the remainder of our troops smash through it, and it's another easy triple on the board for Cynthia, showing just how good he is and why him and his team deserved that golden ticket. Okay, the final attack here, we've got some more Hog Riders, and look at the Skelly Donut value we could potentially pick up here. So we do have base builders starting to realize, especially when you're facing MS Esports, they should not clump up key defenses, but sadly I'm not sure Badzinger got that memo. You can see we have both the multi-target and the single target Inferno sitting right next to that clan castle. Cynthia identifying that, and he does choose to take down the single target Inferno as well as that CC. Most base builders though do realize not to put that Eagle Artillery anywhere near the clan castle, because then the value you can pick up with a Skelly Donut is far too much. So if you guys are ever looking to use a Skelly Donut on a base and you see the clan castle and Eagle Artillery within range of each other and you think you can pick them up and secure it, definitely do so. The value is phenomenal. But here we go, Cynthia. He doesn't take down the Town Hall this time with that Flame Flinger. Instead, he's going to be using the Flame Flinger down from the 6 o'clock section to help secure that multi-target Inferno. We then go ahead and we use our King, once again followed by the Queen, pushing in towards this Town Hall compartment. King is doing a great job tanking that Expo. We're going to pop off his ability just to make sure he gets as much value as we possibly can. Sadly, we do lose our Flame Flinger down towards that 6 o'clock section because we had that Ground Expo locking onto it, but it did its job. It took down that Inferno Tower, and that's exactly what we were looking for. Queen ability going to get popped off right there, which means that Town Hall and the first star in this attack is going to be secured. We've got the Grand Warden, of course, like I said, that initial entry with those Hog Riders, the Royal Champion, all of the Headhunters pushing on through under that Eternal Tome ability cloak. Going to continue pushing on through the back end of this one. We use our last heal spell, making sure we secure up these last few defenses. Scatter shot all the way through in the back end sometimes can be a little bit dangerous here, especially when you're coming in with Hog Riders, which do like to clump up. We still have a Royal Champion ability to get popped off on the back end, and that is the great thing about coming in with the Royal Champion with the Hog Riders. The Hogs, more often than not, will tank for your Royal Champion, and you can save her and her ability all the way through to the back end of the attack. But look how crushed this base is here. Cynthia absolutely wiping it off the face of this map, and they go ahead and secure that golden ticket. But big shout out to MS Esports, and big shout out to all of you guys for watching. If you are still watching, make sure you leave a like on the video, comment as well which one of those Cynthia attacks was your favorite, and we'll catch you guys in the next Blueprint video. Peace. Hey, we finally made it as Supercell content creators, and myself and the team have a little something to say to you guys.
Hey, usa el código BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
Usem o código BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
Utilize o code BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
Usa el codice blu.
Use code BLUE.
Benutzt Code BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
Use ka na nabuli code BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
使用不录代码。
Dark Clashes. Gebruik code BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
Usa el código BLUE.
Use code BLUE.
সবাই ব্লু করতে ব্যবহার করবেন।
Hey! Use code BLUE!